Hello, my name is Ryan Kingsline. I'm Director of Training here at Pixelogic. I'll be walking you through Francois Remeson's Artist in Action series. Francois begins this using a base mesh that was created before for another project. ZBrush's speed and facility with sculpting allows you to effectively start with a lump of clay and build your model out from it as opposed to starting from scratch each time. For this part, Francois is going to be adjusting the mouth. You can see he's using polygroup to make selecting certain areas easier. Here, Francois is working on a vertex by vertex level. Because ZBrush is so fast and the action of sculpting is a lot like painting, we often forget that we can work in a way familiar with traditional modelers. In this next section, Francois is going to create his own alphas. Alphas that he'll use later on to sculpt in things like wrinkles and pores. So here he uses the MRGBZ grabber tool, which is really a canvas grabber. That allows him to take the depth information of the canvas and convert it into an alpha. So he'll position his model, get to the point where he wants to sculpt it, enter Projection Master, go to the Deco brush, select one of the alphas he just created, and begin to sculpt in some details, just accenting what was there before, but also adding new things. When he's happy with what he's got, he'll pick that up from Projection Master and then sculpt it further, just using ZBrush's standard sculpting tools. When you're working this way, you're often working on only one part of the model. So in order to restore symmetry, you have to mask off the part of the model that you want to keep. Go to the Tool Palette, Deformations submenu, and press Smart Resim. Alright, so now let's take a look at Francois sculpting eyebrows and hair. So this part of the model has already been dropped into Projection Master. And now we're using the Deco brush along with one of the alphas that he created earlier to just rapidly go in there and start sculpting individual hairs. This is the level of detail that ZBrush allows you to get that is just impossible or incredibly difficult to get any other way. And it's one of the things that's come to be referred to as the ZBrush pass. It's a level of detail that makes your models incredibly believable. In this section, Francois shows us how to use ZBrush's canvas to create custom skin textures in a similar fashion to how special effects makeup artists create their own appliances and skin textures for actors. You sculpt the canvas using single layer brush, an alpha, different strokes. And then again use the MRGBZ tool to grab that. Once you've grabbed it, you can use that as a stencil that you can move around your model. Your model's still in 3D space. You can position the stencil and then sculpt around it and transfer all of that detail that you're working on directly onto the model. Now here he's using the Deco brush with the alpha that we created earlier. And again, the Deco brush is being used inside of Projection Master. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Francois, for putting together a great tutorial. And to everybody else, happy pixeling.